So we're just gonna start cross-legged like this. And we're gonna breathe in really deep and breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. We're gonna do this 5 times. Last one. Okay, next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna bring our arms up when we breathe in. So we're gonna bring our arms up. And then we're gonna bring them down to the center. And we're gonna bring one arm back. We'll look back at our left arm and then bring it back up. And then look back at our right arm and bring it back up. And we're gonna go through that about 5 times on each side. Great job, everyone. So really focus on breathing in and out nice and deep. We're going to breathe in and out here, and one more time. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to turn to the side here. Same thing, we're gonna breathe in, bring our arms up, and then we're just gonna fold forward here and hold it for a few seconds. Really get a stretch going. All right, next we're gonna put our palms nice and flat in front of us. We're gonna move forward, and we're gonna go into tabletop. So it's gonna look just like this. Your back as flat as possible, your arms under your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And again, we're gonna focus on breathing. So you're gonna breathe in and your shoulders will come up, and then breathe out and your back will drop down. When you breathe out, you're gonna look forward. When you breathe in, you're gonna tuck your chin. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Two more. And now we're going to put our hips back into child's pose and get a good stretch. All right. And that right there is our warm up. All right, we're gonna keep going again. So I'm just gonna turn my music down here so everyone can hear me. So we're gonna put our hands flat on the ground. We're gonna put our feet up like this, and we're gonna go into downward dog. If this is not something that you want to do, you can keep your knees on the ground like we had them before and stay in that tabletop position, okay? So we're gonna go into downward dog like this, and then we're gonna shift forward to a plank. You can also just bring your okay, so we will go from downward dog to our plank, or down to tabletop if you prefer, and then back up to downward dog. So shift forward to your plank, and then back up. Remember, you can shift forward to tabletop like this, and then push into your toes and go back up into downward dog. We're gonna do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. We're all gonna come down to our knees like this, And we're gonna go back into child's pose again. So you're gonna sit your hips back on your feet and stretch forward. And good. We're gonna come back to tabletop here, nice and slow. We're gonna go into downward dog. Flip this over here so I can read. Into downward dog, and we're gonna walk our feet forward like this. We're gonna walk our feet so that they meet our hands. If you are super flexible, you might not have a bend in your knees. I am not very flexible, so I do have a little bit of a bend here. So you're gonna take a deep breath, you're gonna come up and grab your calves, and then you're gonna fold and touch the ground again. And then we're gonna come all the way up, and we're gonna bring our hands straight up high like this. Ooh, I don't know if you can see me. Okay. From there, we're gonna kind of do a squat, and we're gonna sit like this. And we're gonna take our right arm here, and we're gonna look behind us. Bring them back. Take our left arm and look behind us. Awesome. And we're gonna come right back up to that mountain pose like this. And if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. We're gonna bring our hands down. We're gonna take our right foot, and for 3 seconds, we're gonna try and hold it into our leg like this. So it should look like that if you can, or if you wanna hold something. We're gonna go back down, bring our arms back up, and fold again, all the way down to our mat. And then we are going to put our hands flat on the ground, so bend your legs. We're gonna bring our hands back out. From here, we'll put our knees down. We'll lay flat on the ground. And we're gonna go into Cobra, so we're going to push ourselves up like this, just like Dom was telling us. And then we'll lay back into child's pose for 5 seconds here. When you're ready, we'll come back up into downward dog. Take your time. Back up into downward dog, and we're gonna walk our feet forward again to our hands, so we're folding again. Great job, everyone. Go ahead and stand up a little bit and grab your legs, and then fold back down. And then going to come all the way up, arms straight up in the air, look up, and then we're going to bring our arms down, and we're going to be seated like this. We'll look back at our right arm, or your left, doesn't really matter. Come down and look back at your left arm. You guys look great. Come all the way back up to the mountain, and then bring your hands down. Again, we're going to try for that 2-second hold. So we're going to bring our left foot up this time. Try and stare at something really still. Ooh, we're going to hold it for 1, 2, and then bring your foot back down. Great job. We'll bring our hands back up to the sky. And then we're going to fold down just like we did before. Go ahead and put your hands out in front of you. Step your feet back or walk them back. And we will go down to that tabletop position again. Put our legs out, lay flat, and up into Cobra. Guys look awesome. From there, we'll push back, push our hips back, and we'll lay in our child's pose. All right. Go ahead and grab a quick drink. This one is going to focus on some lunges here. So we are going to put our hands back under our shoulders. We're going to push our feet up and push back, and we'll be back in downward dog. We're then going to step our right foot forward and put our left knee down. So we should look like this, kind of like a lunge here. we're gonna take both hands and we're gonna bring both hands up like we did in our mountain pose. And then both hands down and look back at our right arm. Then we'll bring them back up and we'll look at our left arm. Great job, everyone. We're bringing them right back up. We're then going to go ahead and put our opposite hand down. So our left hand is going to go down on the outside and our right hand is going to go down inside our foot. And we're just going to hold this here for a second. Great. Okay. We're then going to take our right arm and we're going to put it up and look this way. Great job, everyone. Then we'll put it back down and we will put it back up one more time. Put it back down. We're going to step our foot back to where it was. So we'll be in that tabletop position again. And then we will lay flat and we'll go up into Cobra like we were before. And then we'll push back into Child's Pose. And we'll just relax here for 1 second. Really get a good stretch in. This helps stretch out your back and your shoulders. All right, once you're ready, let's go back into that tabletop position. Go back like this. And we're going to push up into downward dog here. Like this. This time, we are going to put our left foot forward and our right knee down. So just be in that lunge again. Everyone looks great. We're going to bring our hands up. We're going to bring our right arm back and look. Hands back up. Left arm back and look. Awesome job. One more time. Hands up. Right arm back. Hands up. Left arm back. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. We'll bring both hands down next to our foot. And we're just going to hold it here for a second. Okay, now we're going to bring our left arm, so the same arm as we have our leg forward, we're going to bring it up and we're going to twist. We're just going to hold that. Then we're going to bring it back down. And we're going to bring our knee back and we'll be back in that tabletop position. Great job, everyone. All right, let's go flat. We're going to go into that Cobra Pose again. So push with your hands and bring your chest up. And then lay back in Child's Pose. Remember to focus on your breathing here. And it helps quite a bit. Okay. Here we go. You're going to go through that one more time, change it up a little bit. So hands into downward dog and step our right leg forward. Right leg, so we have our lunge like this. Perfect. Okay. This time we're going to bring our hands to our chest like this, and we're going to take our left elbow. This one gets a little confusing. And we're going to hook it to our right knee. So just take your left elbow here. You're going to put it on your right knee or opposite, and you're just going to hold that for a minute. If you want to change it up, you can also put this arm up. I'm not that coordinated, so I'm going to go right here. We're going to go back to the middle. This looks fantastic. We're going to put both hands down at our feet, and we're going to step our leg back. From this tabletop position, we're just going to bring that left foot forward. So you're going to bring that opposite foot forward now, and you're going to have a lunge again. Looks great, everyone. All right, hands to the chest, and you're gonna hook your opposite elbow like this. And then you can look up if you want to, but you can see I'm getting a little wobbly when I do that. So we're just gonna hook it right here. Perfect. We're gonna bring both hands up. We're gonna place them down at our feet. And we're gonna bring our knees back. We're gonna lay down like we did before and come up into Cobra. We're gonna try and hold this here for about 10 seconds. We're gonna push ourselves back. We're gonna lay back in child's pose. We're gonna hold this as well. Really focus on breathing in nice and deep and breathing out. Now push forward here and take a quick break. Let's grab a drink. How's it? So this is our last set before our cool down. We are going to sit with our legs out straight like this. Here we go. We're going to bring our hands straight up into the air. We're going to fold forward. Grab whatever part of your leg you can. Some people might be able to reach their toes. Some people might be like me and can only reach their calves. Some people might be their knees. Whatever works for you to really get that good stretching. Just going to hold it here for a second. Okay, we're going to bring our hands back up. And we're going to put them down right behind us like this. Perfect. Okay, we're going to take our right leg. We're going to cross it over our left leg. Then just like when we were in the lunge, we're going to take our opposite elbow and we're going to just hook it around like this. Another alternative, you can put this arm down and you can have your hand up like this. This is what I'll do. It just makes it a little bit more comfortable for me. We're going to hold this stretch right here. Maybe some of you have done this in some of your sports. We're going to hold this for about 10 more seconds. All right. We're then going to unhook our arm, put it back, we'll uncross our leg, and we'll fold forward again. We'll make our way back up, put our hands behind us. We'll take our left leg or whatever one you didn't do last time, cross it over, take your opposite arm, cross it here. You can either stay here if you have that balance, or you can put your hand behind you. Whatever one works better for you. And you're gonna hold that. Look behind you, get a nice good stretch in. Great work, everyone. Okay, we're going to put our hands back behind us and we're gonna go like this. Here we are for our cool down here. This is my favorite part of yoga. You're going to slowly sit back, whatever way is possible, and you're going to lay flat on your back here. You're just flat on your back. And you're going to put your palms up, and you're just going to take some deep breaths. We're going to lay like this for about a minute. So really focus on breathing in deeply and breathing out. I like to count to 3 when I do it. You can close your eyes here if you want as well. Stay like this for about 30 more seconds. Okay, you're gonna start to wiggle your toes and roll your wrists. Start some movement. And then you're gonna bring your knees in and give yourself a big hug. And go ahead and put your feet down like this in a bridge spot and sit up slowly. You can cross your legs again like this. Sit up nice and straight. We're going to take one deep breath together and let it out. And that is it.